My guys were out there working, clearing off the lot, and one of them decided that they were going to take their car, drive it right through our yard. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the mentality of a lot of these drug dealers. They think they're well, guess what? They didn't get a load of me. They didn't understand. I'm from Chicago. You know, I know, well, I don't get into it too much, but, you know, I don't put up with a whole lot of crap from anybody, you know. I mean, and not saying that all Chicagoans are that way, but I'm just telling you, some of the people that I ran with in Chicago, you learn how to do certain things certain ways. We learn how to solve problems, right? And you just don't take crap from anybody. And so they were kind of shocked when I'm over there kicking their fucking or I can't say that on the radio. There's a Chicago beep. There's a Chicago way, but I'm kicking their freaking door in, you know. And putting them on notice that I'm not going to put up with it, and they're gonna want to call the cops because the cops are going to save them from me. So, you know, that's the kind of stuff that we deal with. No, I'm not saying you should go out and do that yourself. It's not something that you should do. I mean, the other thing too, for those that don't know, I'm built like a NFL football player. I'm not a guy that you want to mess with, and plus, I am heavily armed and I believe in my right to defend myself. Right? And I carry the firepower to do it. So the thing is this, you know, you got to take responsibility for your community. Now, a lot of criticism, there's been a lot of criticism levied at the sheriff. Now, I will tell you, I have to ask, most of the criticism that I see, I look at the comments and I go to the people's Facebook pages and stuff like this. You know, I could probably venture to say that some of the criticisms coming from people who he's probably targeting, to be honest with you. Now, I understand the militarization of our police force. I get that. And the video, look, Sheriff, I mean, the only thing, criticism that I have for your video is this. You didn't need the four bodies around you in full military regatta and the covered faces and stuff to do that press conference. I mean, I understand you're sending a message. We ain't playing. I get that. But yeah, I mean, perception is a lot. So yeah, he had four guys standing around him, fully dressed out, black, you know, had the hoodies on and all that stuff. And yeah, that was, yeah, maybe a little bit over the top. The other thing too is Nexus. I mean, the word Nexus. You're talking to drug dealers. Nexus. Nexus. Is that a movie? That's a video game. I don't know. But yeah, we have a serious drug problem in Florida. I mean, I think it's all over the world. And I think it's time that we get serious about it. See, I've always said that the war on drugs was another way of extracting money and resources from i.e. the taxpayers. I mean, if they truly wanted to get rid of drugs, they'd do exactly what this sheriff is doing. Get on TV or get on the radio and say, hey, look, we're not putting up with this crap no more. We're coming for you. We're going to kick in your door and we're going to haul your little scrawny little drug dealing, peddling butt off the jail. Now, there's a second part to this, though. There's a second part to this. You know, we need to start holding the CIA accountable for the importing of these drugs. You know, a lot of people, the heroin epidemic is you need heroin, right? I mean, really. The heroin epidemic, you got to have heroin. Heroin grows in a region of the world that we currently occupy. But yet we allow it to continue because, and the reason why we allow it is because the mullahs or the elders of these tribes that we're trying to befriend and everything, that's their revenue. And of course, we don't want to offend them. And, you know, or we have to pay them extra money or we have to pay them money to grow something else, right? And so they allow them to grow these poppies, the heroin poppies. Well, you know what? Burn it down. Scorch it. We're at war with these countries. I mean, seriously. Scorch it. Scorch earth. Burn it down. Paraquat it. Do whatever you got to do. Agent Orange. I'm sure we got some Agent Orange that we need to get rid of in a stockpile somewhere. Just scorch it. Scorch earth. Get rid of it. And if these mullahs or these tribal leaders get upset because you got rid, so what? Tell them to freaking plant corn or something else. If you're really serious about getting rid of it, you get rid of the supply. But back here at home, you do exactly what this sheriff has done. So I have to applaud him. Congratulations. Thank you for standing up. Because, look, as a citizen, and like I said, I moved in on a street where we had two houses. Well, one house has been shut down. The other house has been sold to a reputable family. And you know what? There's flowers going in the yard. Our neighborhood is, I can tell you this, our neighborhood in the last 2 years, I don't want to say it was because of us, but it is, rising ships. Tide raises all ships, right? We came into the community, into our neighborhood. We did a lot of renovations on the house. We improved our yard. We cleared out a lot next to us that was just full of, trees and debris, and it was dark, and, we cleaned it out. We landscaped it. We did a lot of things. And you know what? All of our neighbors are doing the same thing. And you know what's really cool about our neighborhood now? Our neighbors, we actually say hi to each other. And we're starting to see other younger couples move into the neighborhood. We have a great neighborhood, great community here. But we got to get rid of the drugs. You got to get rid of the riffraff. You got to get rid of the people causing trouble. I'll tell you, like I said, the one house, obviously selling drugs. Obviously. The other house, oh my gosh, I can't tell you stories. The screaming and I think not only were they selling drugs, but it was prostitution. And this is in a residential neighborhood. This is not, trust me, I do not live in slums. This is in a nice area, but it's just been overtaken by these drug addicts, these meth heads. But I can tell you, man, we were driving one day, Sandy and I were driving, and there's a girl running down the street half naked. And she was being chased by a guy. Of course, when we got involved in this situation, most people just drove by. I'm not. I'm calling the cops, and I'm going to stop. You see a girl running down the street half naked and a guy chasing her with his shirt off and everything. Something just doesn't seem right? So you get involved. You do what you got to do to get involved. And we did. And then come to find, I won't tell you the sick, twisted discovery that we came about when the sheriff, showed up and started questioning people. It was sick. The father was the man chasing the daughter, half dressed, and then, of course, I'll just tell you. Then of course, then the sheriff goes in the house, and there's another lady there, half naked. So you can only imagine what's going on. Only in Florida, right? Some sick people. But yeah, needless to say, 2 weeks later, we had that house condemned. We had the house condemned. And it was a community effort and stuff. And we did. We condemned the house. And of course, now it sits vacant. And, well, I don't want to say it sits vacant. I saw them the other day. It looks like someone bought the house or is taking it over because they were putting a new roof on it. They cut down the trees around it. It's a cute little house. It's going to be a very nice contribution to the community as long as we keep the drug addicts out and the drug dealers and the prostitution. And we will. Because, look, I don't want to live in a cesspool. And neither should you. So if you're going to criticize this sheriff for at least taking the initiative, maybe you need to do a head check. Talk about head check. We got some advertising we got to do. Got to pay some bills here at Red State Talk Radio. We'll be back in a minute, and we're going to obviously get into the conversation about North Korea, and we got a lot of other things to discuss. We got some celebrities to pick on as well. Hang in there. We'll be back in a few.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck. Welcome aboard United Flight 1746. This is your first officer, Chuck Norris. A couple of reminders for you. Today's flight will be a long one. That's kind of a drag. By all means, check out some of our new United offers. We have some screaming deals. A special feature today, our in-flight beverage for this trip will be punch, or if you prefer, a Bloody Mary. And a quick reminder to download the new United app for your smartphone with the brand new drag and drop feature. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and be quiet.
Red State Talk Radio is now available as a voice command on your Amazon Echo and Echo Dot by simply saying, Alexa, play Red State Talk Radio.
Red State Talk Radio on TuneIn.
Concern to every single American. Now, we've been hearing all these stories about sanctuary cities that...
You can now find us on the Amazon Echo and Echo Dot, on TuneIn, on iHeartRadio, and we also have the phone apps in the App Store for your particular phone. And just in case we activated your Echo Dot, Alexa, stop.
If you've got joint pain, let me ask you a question. Would you like a high-quality knee, back, shoulder, or ankle brace at little or no cost? Now, just in case your reception isn't great, let me ask you again. Would you like a pain-relieving knee, back, shoulder, or ankle brace at little or no cost? Well, if you have Medicare insurance, you could qualify for these pain-relieving braces at little or no cost. And these are high-quality braces. They are very comfortable, and they've helped thousands relieve their pain. Now, I'd like you to imagine going on vacation, playing with your grandkids, just living your life again without pain. The Mobility Hotline is a referral service that connects folks with Medicare coverage and other insurance to accredited companies offering pain-relieving braces at little or no cost. And don't you worry about the Medicare paperwork. They'll handle it all for you. And they'll deliver your braces for free. Call the Mobility Hotline now. The call's free. 1-800-557-6150. 1-800-557-6150. 1-800-557-6150.
Hey folks, did you know that 90% of all disease or discomfort is directly or indirectly related to an unclean colon? In fact, colon cancer is the third most common form of cancer, and the lifetime risk of developing colon cancer is about 1 out of 20 men and women. This is Scott Adams from The Scott Adams Show and owner of Red State Talk Radio. I wanted a colon cleansing mild detox that would give me more energy without caffeine, and I found it with Life Change Tea by visiting getthetea.com. This herbal tea, with its unique blend of ingredients, is formulated to detoxify and cleanse your body and is available in a super strength formula. A healthy colon is the secret to living a healthy life. That's why I have 1 cup of Life Change Tea every day to keep the doctor away. Visit getthetea.com or call 928-308-0408. That's 928-308-0408. And tell them Scott from Red State Talk Radio sent you.
Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate a lower tax bill. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will fight for you using industry secrets that can stop any IRS actions, eliminate penalties and interest, and reduce your past tax bill so you pay the IRS less. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call the Tax Doctor now for a free IRS audit emergency review.
800-691-9879. 800-691-9879. 800-691-9879. That's 800-691-9879.
Well, it's tax time again, and you know what that means. Jobs for people dressed as the Statue of Liberty on street corners. But where do you get the training? At the School for Street Corner Statues of Liberty. Our qualified instructors will teach you posture, pride, how to wear that foam rubber dress, girlfriend, and how to dodge thrown soda can. Plus, specialized weight training enabling you to keep that torch-holding hand high in the air for hours on end. The School for Street Corner Statues of Liberty. Or is it Street Corner Statue of Liberty? Never mind. Call today.